All right. Welcome to Full Body Circuits. So we're going to start with a warm up today. I want you to just jog in place for me, all right? So you can jog in place. You can jog around your room. You can skip. You can jump. You can shuffle. I don't care what you do. You can dance around. I just want you to get that heart rate going. Keep breathing. Keep it going. I do want you to challenge yourself to get that heart rate up. All right. It'll be my first recorded class on here, so let's hope all goes smoothly today. Keep going, get those knees up if you can. Skipping is always a great way to get that heart rate up and going. You do need to be careful of your knees and your ankles, making sure you are not rolling or landing hard or wrong. There we go. Woo! All right, we're gonna go into our Frankenstein walk. I want you to keep that chest up and open. Your leg doesn't have to be as high as mine by any means. I do want your legs straight. I do want your chest up and open. Woo! Keep breathing. All right, we hug and pull. Getting a good stretch. The underside here. Working the back of your glute, your hamstring, your hip flexor. All the good things we're going to be using today. All right, we're going to go into some walking lunges with the rotation at the bottom. So step it forward, rotate towards your front leg. Down, pushing out through that hip. If you don't have a ton of space, that's okay. You can do these just standing in place, alternating that front step. I like it moving. I feel like it pushes that hip forward a little bit more. It makes you really focus on working your balance as you move around the room as well. Ha! So does standing still. All right. Whew. All right. Yep. Pardon me. Take it down into a low chair squat. Making sure that back isn't arching here. Arms down in front. We rotate. I place my arm on the inside of my knee to help facilitate the twist. And follow your hand with your gaze. Whew. Give me one more each way. Really push it. All right, let's finish up. We're going to do an inchworm across the floor. Like to spice it up a bit. Throw it up into a pike before walking it in. So you roll it down. Walk it out. Pause in your plank. If this is good for you, you can walk your feet in, or you can pike it down and then walk those toes into your hands. You're initiating everything there from your belly. Pull that belly in. Rotate. You got two more for me. Walk it in and walk it out. Soften your knees, roll it up. All right, so how today's class is going to work. We have legs, arms, cardio. We repeat each 3 times before we go down to the floor for a core circuit. That core circuit is going to be interspersed between those other full body circuits. So you have 3 full body circuits, each being done 3 times, and then you have 3 core circuits done once in between each one. All right, little confusing, just follow along. So our first circuit, we have a deadlift right here. This is our deadlift. We will go into a lat pull down and shoulder press. So lat pull down, we're pulling those elbows down, pushing it up, keeping those shoulders pushed down. We don't want them creeping up. Pull them down. All right, and then lastly, we have an up and over touch. I will be using my sandbag as an up and over. If you have a Basu, that's really what's kind of ideal for this, giving you that little bit of If you don't have anything, don't worry about it, but that up and over, you're gonna step it up and over. So I'll be tapping my feet on top and stepping it out, okay? Our cardio is 30 seconds. For those reps, I want you anywhere between 3, if you got some nice heavy weights, to 12 to 15 if you're working with light weights. So the lighter the weights, the more reps. We're gonna work on that physical endurance, that muscle endurance. The heavier the weights, we're working on your strength, so you don't need as many reps. So you can kind of pace yourself out that way. So don't stress out if your number of reps is not the same as mine, or your timing is not the same as mine. That is okay. So I want you to get ready for those deadlifts. Take a deep breath, roll those shoulders down and back. Initiate with those hips, pushing them back. Grab your weights at the bottom, and we stand and squeeze. This is not a hip thrust like it oftentimes is seen or interpreted as. It is a glute engage. Pushing those hips back, stand and squeeze. Inhale as you go down. Exhale as you go up. Take time to make sure those shoulders aren't caving it forward here. Really pull them back and engage. All right, into that shoulder press lat pull down. Our legs are neutral here. Feet are right underneath those hips. I get this opportunity to not stick that booty out, but whoop, pull it in, engaging that lower back. Weights up, pull those elbows down. Pull them down, push it up. We're not arching our chest, we're not arching our back. I want you to pull those elbows down as tight as you can in the back. Pull it down, push it up. For me, I always want you to grip nice and tight to those weights. Woo! No loose grips for me, always working on grip strength. Last one for me. And rest. All right, we're gonna take 30 seconds for that up and over. Make sure the room around you is safe. You're not gonna trip over anything. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Keep that belly pulled in tight. My chest is still up and open. Woo! Almost there, 5 seconds, come on. And rest. Woo, that's round 1. All right, we take it back to those deadlifts. Catch your breath. All right, back to feet, heels right underneath those hips. Take a breath, push your hips back, let's go. Got one last one. Remember, our number of reps won't necessarily match up. That's okay. We're all in different places. All right. Lat pull down, shoulder press. Take your weights, bring them up, engage that belly, pull it down, and up. Try not to let those wrists flop back here. Keep them right on top of your hand, on top of the wrist. Working our wrist strength. Always continue to breathe. Never hold your breath. There is power in breathing. Ooh, one more. Oh, yes. Rest. All right. Back to that up and over. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go. You get to go at your own pace, but the goal here is you're going fast enough to challenge your heart. Woo! Keep breathing. So close, 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Woo, walk it off. Round 2. Done. One more round here. Catch your breath. We're gonna go back to those deadlifts. All right. Back to that neutral position. Don't let those weights pull those shoulders forward. Always engage those shoulder blades together in the back. Push the booty back to start. Let's go. Like you have a corset on. Don't let that back arch, that booty pop. We're always engaging. Nice flat back. That belly should be pushed and pulled into your spine. One last one. Yes. All right. Back to that lat pull down, shoulder press. Deep breath. Grab your weights. Weights up. Be soft. Glutes tight. Pull it down. Keep that lower back engaged even as you pull those elbows towards each other in the back. Breathe. Last one. Elbows down. Push it up. And set them down. All right. Last round of cardio for this round before we take it to the floor and start on that core circuit. Take a breath. I'm gonna give you 8 seconds here before we throw it down. I really want you to try and push yourself. Get that heart rate going. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Woo. Halfway through. Woo. My bar real low. 3, 2, 1. Catch your breath. Walk it off. Grab your mat and take it down to the floor. All right, so we have 5 exercises here. We are doing a butterfly chop. So butterfly chop, those feet are together. Lower back is pressed to the floor. Hands here. And we chop, putting as much force as you can in the down phase of that chop. We're gonna do scissor kicks with our feet, heel taps, where we crunch those obliques. If you wanna challenge yourself, you can either put a ball, like a Pilates ball or a bar ball in between your knees, just squeeze in on. It's gonna really force you to activate those inner thighs, or you can just work on squeezing. While you do those heel taps, we have a Russian twist. This is Books. She shows up more often than not. That Russian twist is back, up. Twist, twist, up. Standing up or rising up fully in between. And then we have Superman. You know I love him. We take it down, we extend it out, pointing those toes, and we crunch it up. I want you to pause at the top of each. Now, to keep it simple, we have 10 of each exercise here. So let's go ahead and get started with that butterfly chop. Heels, feet together. Lower back pushed into that floor. Hands up. Let's chop. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath. Take into a scissor kick. So hands right underneath that tailbone. You can pull your shoulders up. One, that's gonna help keep the lower back on the floor, but it's also going to activate the upper half of your core. Legs up, we kick. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest. Into that heel tap. Pulling those heels in close, or you can keep them wide. We really crunch those obliques. Again, don't let that lower back arch up. Push it down. Keep the shoulders down. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. All right, into that Russian twist. On that twist part, I do want you to try and pull it back as far as you can before bringing it up. Hands together in front. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. Last one. Twist, twist, up. Woo! Flip it over. Here we go, Superman. All right, lay it all the way down. I want every muscle on the back half of your body to be engaged for this. Your toes. That's going to work all those little foot muscles that help stabilize you throughout the day. It's going to work those ankles. It's going to work those calves. Every muscle here counts. Contract it up. Let's go. Up and pause. And up and pause. And down. 3, 4. Okay. 8. Hello, sweetheart. 9. Last one. 10. All right, take your time, standing up. We have our next full body circuit. Just move that mat out of the way. We're gonna bring it right back after the next 3 rounds. So, next one we got a staggered chair squat. One foot is slightly behind the other. Both feet are right underneath my hips, right here. And we drop it down pardon my hiccup, like we are trying to lift up a suitcase. So we're here in stand, pardon me, down and up. Make sure that back foot may want to kind of turn itself out. It's a more stabilized position. Our feet naturally sometimes want to do that, at least for me. Do your best. Keep those feet in. You can check as you're here. Even here, I see it turning out. This is my opportunity to fix it. All right, stand it up. We will have, let's do 8 and 8, getting both sides in. We have heels and curls. So we will do bicep curls as we heel raise. Glutes stay engaged the whole time. And that down phase for both the arms and the heels is slow and controlled. No dropping, no flopping. Control it down, all right? Our cardio here is skaters. So you have choices with these skaters. You can go for speed right here. You can keep those feet in parallel right here, or you can follow me to my dancing roots and turn it out to the sides. But we cross it back. You can go for depth of movement and touch it down. So you can do a variation thereof. You can also try to catch some air and leap into each of those. So 3 choices: leap, go for speed, go for depth, touching the floor. All right. So let's grab those weights into your staggered squat here. And make sure these shoulders aren't collapsing with the weight. Pull it back. And let's drop it down. Squeeze those glutes. Grip those weights for me. Other leg. Let's drop it down. Keep that belly pulled and tight. Don't forget about it. Last one. Good. All right. Heels and bicep curls. Take a breath. You can squeeze those thighs, those heels together to give you a little bit of added stability if you'd like. You know what, let's stick with hammer curls this time around. We'll probably switch up those curls a little bit each round. That's all right. Engage those shoulders down and squeeze and curl it up, giving those biceps a bit of an extra squeeze at the top. Squeeze, lower it down, up and squeeze. Keep those elbows into your hip. No winging motions here. Keep it controlled. If those weights feel almost too heavy, then what I would recommend is just do fewer reps. It is not important to do a ton of reps. It is better to do slow, controlled, with the correct form over a lot of reps, poor form, possibly hurting your back, hurting your hips, shoulders. Control is always key. You can go faster down the road. Last one. Down. All right. Into those skaters. All right. I'm going to give you 5 seconds. Got 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Remember, you can leap it. You can take it down. Woo! If you're going down and touching the floor, you obviously don't have to go as fast. Otherwise, you're going to fall over and hurt yourself. Please don't do that. All right, last one. And rest. All right. Catch your breath. Back to the top. Back to that staggered squat. Woo! For me, to make my life easy, I made a decision a while ago. I start everything on my left foot. Everything is planted with my left foot. So that way, I always know the right side is next. It takes the guesswork out of which side did I do. So for me, Left first. Not left-handed, don't know why. Well, let's drop it down. Again, check your knees. You can check yourself in a mirror. Check yourself in a camera. Keep those shoulders pulled back. Last one this side. Swap your leg forward. Deep breath, drop it down. Like you're picking up some groceries, some heavy suitcases, a really big purse, I don't know. Diaper bag, all the things. Last one. All right. Heels, curls. All right, this time, let's turn those wrists, those palms forward. Again, grip those weights and don't let them arch back here at any point. Keep it a nice, long, straight line there. Don't let things get all wonky though. That's a different exercise. So take a breath. Squeeze those thighs together. Raise it up. Lower it down. Squeeze that booty. Keep those back muscles all engaged. Elbows pinned to those hips. Seven. Gonna do one more. All right, into those skaters. All right, I'm gonna give you 10 seconds. So I'm at an even number on my clock here. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Feel free to groove to the music. Woo! 10 seconds, come on. You got this, keep that chest up and open. Even if you're leaning over, even if you're tapping down, the chest should be open and engaged. And rest. Woo! Pause, catch your breath. Remind yourself to vacuum your floor. All right, one more round here. All right. Woo. Last round here. All right. Back to that staggered squat here. Woo. Deep breath. Belly back engaged. Drop it down. Keep that belly pulled in. Grip those weights for me while we're here. Grip nice and tight. Last one this side. Again, drop it down. Last one. Good. All right. Curls. This time, let's do lateral curls right out to the side, tapping yourself on the shoulder. All right. I am going to turn my feet out just ever so slightly. I like this because I feel like I can engage my glutes just a little bit more, and I like engaging my glutes. So, yeah, my arms, they're gonna be out to the side. This is my chance. Roll my shoulders down. Engage my core, engage my booty. Take it up, squeeze. Squeezing those inner thighs, lowering it down. Give yourself an added squeeze of that bicep at the top. Control it down. Breathe. Last one. All right, set those down. Last round of cardio here for those skaters before we take it back down to the floor. Got about 6 seconds. Woo! Deep breath. 2, 1, let's go. You have any problems with blood pressure, I recommend you stay up. Taking it over and down, up and over and again can cause some problems. So keep it upright. You can work for that depth. You can add a little hop in there. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Grab your mat. All right. So, as a refresher, we have butterfly chops. Woo. So, butterfly crunch chops. We have our scissor kicks, heel taps. We have Russian twists, arms up in the center. And last, we fly like Superman. So, let's start. End of each. Heels together. Lower back pushed into the floor. Feels nice and close. Arms up. Take a breath. Let's chop. 10, 9, 8, 7. Force the air out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right. Hands under the tailbone. Point those toes if you can, as much as you can. Always working these muscles in these feet and ankles, so point them. Lower it down as far as you can, keeping that lower back on the floor. Let's flutter. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Heels nice and close. We crunch those obliques. Let's go. Right, left, right, left. 3, 4, 5. Really crunch it down. 6. Remember, you're going to squeeze those knees together. 8, 9, 10. Woo! Roll it up. Russian twist up in the center. Take a breath. All right. Crunch it back. Right, left, up. Right, left, up. 3, 4. 6. 10. Woo! All right, flip it over. Superman. Remember, don't forget to pause at the top of each of these poses. Reach those arms long. If it helps to put tension in those hands like Superman, please go for it with up and pause. And lower. Pause. Lower. Point those toes for me. 3, 4. Squeeze every muscle along the back. Last one. Rest. Take your time. Getting back up. Moving that mat. Off to the side. We've got one more full body circuit. Woo! Get some water. Wipe the sweat off your face while I go over our next circuit. We have this circuit and then one last of core. We're all done. All right. All right, here we go. Last round. We have a back lunge to a front kick. So for me, planting my left foot first, I step it back. Notice I am still keeping my foot under my heel or under my hip. I'm not crossing it back. No tightrope. Makes it so much harder on yourself. I don't want you going out wide either, but I want you to keep that leg parallel, not twisting it out. You don't have to go all the way down. You're still working the same muscles. If you are going shallow versus deep, you can get deeper over time if that's what you want. But we drop it down, you can tap it in and then kick, or you can take it down and straight to a kick. I want some force behind that kick. Ha! Really punch it out, all right? Remember, you can tap it in. We will do 10 on one leg. Second round, 10 on the other leg. Third round, 5 and 5. We are not doing any weights with this. We have triceps. For me, I will always give you a choice. You can kick it back, dip, or if you have a bench or chair or hearth, something on which you can dip on, that's your third option, all right? So depending on where you're at, if you are kicking back, make sure that booty isn't arching out. We always engage that lower back. Same goes for here. This is how you end up working in that tricep dip. Always keep it nice and aligned. You can give yourself a slight forward tilt if that helps make up for the distance you're trying to check there. So let's start with our first 10. Back lunge to a front kick. Make sure you have plenty of space. Take a breath. Hands can be here, they can be at your sides. If you want to hold the weight, you may. It's your choice. Step it back, down, kick, down, tap, kick. You have choices. Ha! Push it out. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo! All right, grab your weights, triceps, you pick. All right, you can also switch it up in between each round here. I'm gonna start with those kickbacks. My weight is in those heels. I can pick up my toes. I'm not arching. Everything is pulled in tight, including my elbows, and we kick it back. Make sure it's slow and controlled. No swinging of the torso. Last one. Rest. You know what? I did forget to go over our cardio. It's a jack, punch, or you can just do straight punches to each corner. Sorry, my watch always gets loose on this last one. So, option 1, option 2, punch, punching it to the corner. You've got about 7 seconds before we start. Pardon me. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Put some force behind that punch. 2. Over halfway through, come on. Woo! Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Rest. All right. Other leg. Take a breath. Catch your breath. Boom. Dance break. Dance break to catch your breath. All right. Reset your shoulders. Pull them down and back. Other leg stepping back. Let's go. Back. Kick. Keep those shoulders as close to on top of those hips as possible. 2, 1. Rest. Into those triceps. Take your position. All right, so I'm gonna be doing the dips this time around. Knees are soft, glutes are tight. Weights are up, tap it back. Squeeze those glutes, keep that core tight. 2 and 1. Woo! It is hot. All right, back to that cardio. Take a breath. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds. Jack to a punch. You got 3, 2, 1, let's go. Put some force behind that punch, like you're mad. Woo! Woo! Nice fist on those punch, 1 in, 1 out. Come on, you're almost there. Couple more seconds. Woo! Last one. All right. All right, this time we're splitting it up. 5 one way, 5 the other. Woo! Catch your breath. All right, feet right underneath those hips. Deep breath. Re-engage those shoulders. Belly's tight, shoulders over those hips. Planting my left foot first, I step it back. Down and kick. Down. Kick. Remember, you always have the option to tap it in, kick, tap. Depends on your balance and what you feel comfortable with. All right, switch it sides. 1. Last one. All right. Last set of triceps. All right. I'm gonna stick with those dips this time around. So again, knees are soft, glutes and belly are tight. Weights up, dip it back. Keeping those elbows in nice and tight. Don't let them wing out. Squeezing your temple. If you're doing those kickbacks, they should be squeezed to your hips. Last one. Woo! All right. Set those weights aside. You are done with them for today. We have our last round of cardio. Last jack punch. I'm gonna give you 8 seconds because I want you to give it your all. This is your last bit of cardio for this class, so really give it all you got. You got 3, 2, 1, let's go, come on. Ha! Get excited. That's all the cardio you gotta do for this, come on. Push yourself. How fast can you go? How hard can you punch? Woo! I want you to challenge yourself. You're only competing against yourself. No one knows what you're doing but you. Woo! Woo! Almost there, come on. You've got this. Last one, finish it up strong. Woo! All right, we're taking it down to the floor. Last round of core. Catching your breath before you head down. Refresher again. Karate chop, butterfly crunches. Put some force behind that. I want you to really chop. Flutter kicks. Keeping that lower back. It's not just the tailbone. It's this whole area back here. A great way to practice that is with wall sits. Pushing your back against the wall. Another great position, happy baby. It's one of my favorite positions just because it's comfortable and it massages my back. But It's a great way to feel exactly what parts of your back are supposed to be touching the floor. So we have the heel taps, Russian twist with the arms up in between, and Superman. So put those feet together. Take a breath. Pushing that lower back in the floor. Hands up. Let's chop.
One shot, one opportunity. Sees everything you ever want. Moment.
Last one. Whew. All right. Scissor. Hands under those tailbones. Point those toes. All the way extend those legs. Lower them down. Keeping that lower back on the floor. It's fine if your legs are here. That's fine. I just want that lower back on the floor. Let's flutter. 10, 9, 8, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Heels in. Let's crunch those obliques. Right, left, right, left. Six, seven. Last one. Roll it up. Whew. Into your Russian twist. Hands in front. Lower back. We twist. Right, left, and up. Right, left, up. Keep breathing. 6, 7, 8. Last one. Take a breath. Last Superman. Try not to injure any semi-innocent bystanders. Taking up your mat. All right. Now she moves. Okay. Nice and long. Point those toes. Reach those arms. Crunch it up. Pause at the top and lower. Nine, 10. Ooh. Take a breath. Let's take it back into child's pose. We're going to stretch it out real quick. Catch our breaths. Breathe into that lower back. Deep breath. Take it up into all fours. And let's drop those hips down to the floor. An upward dog. Make sure you're not sinking into the shoulders. Push out and away. Drop your chin to your chest. And shake your head nice and slow. Stretching out the back of your neck. Reach it forward into puppy. It's down into the floor. Hips are high. Deep breath. Tuck those toes under. We're going to push it up to downward dog. From here, I want you to pick a leg to pull forward into a deep runner's lunge. Let's go Spider-Man lunge. Main thing is, I want you to be stretching out this hip flexor. So if this high lunge is not comfortable, take it down to one knee and push forward into that hip. You're still working on stretching out that hip. You don't want your foot underneath you and your knee way over. It's not going to accomplish what you're looking for. Also, it crunches your knee and it sounds terrible. So you're looking for more of a 90 degrees perpendicular to the floor on that front leg. Transfer the weight back. If you keep your toes down long on the mat, you're going to get a nice stretch from the top of those toes all along the front of your shin. It feels lovely. And switch the legs. One leg back, other leg forward, other deep lunge.
Dragged into another heartbreak, like a moth into a flame. Are we programmed for broken romance?
Knee down, transfer the weight back.
Sounds the same. Was every song about
Keeping those toes down on the floor.
drinking too much?
Transfer that leg back. Tuck those toes, push it back up to downward dog. Breathe here. Soften your knees and walk your hands back. We're gonna hang here for a brief moment. Don't immediately roll up. Taking a breath. And take those legs wide. Out to the outside of your hips. See if you can either pull yourself a little bit deeper or you can hold on to your elbows. Use them as dead weight. Deep breath. Take it over to the right. And take it over to the left. Back to center. Drop your booty down. You can stay in this upright sumo position, or you can take it down into a yogi stretch. Either one works, whichever one you feel more comfortable in. Maybe 2 years ago, I could not do this position, so this still is my happy place. Take a breath, roll it up, push it down, arch that back, arch, 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 arch. Roll it down and back. All right, let's let the blood get back to our extremities. Cross it over, keeping that arm long. Oh, stretch out that shoulder. And cross it back. Grab that elbow. Try to tap yourself on that shoulder blade. See how far down you can go in between your shoulder blades. And let it go. Other side, reach it long. Cross it over. Cross it back. Let it go. All right, finish off with those quads. You can hold on to a bit of wall, a chair, whatever you might need to help maintain that balance. And let it go. Other side. Well, thank you for joining me today for our full body circuits. Stay tuned for more to come. So thank you, everybody. Have a great one.